Hi, I'm Joe Polizzi, and this is the Content Inc. podcast. 5 minutes every Monday for content creators who desire to be content entrepreneurs. Now think about the most respected and trustworthy leaders in your industry. I bet they published a book. Whether you already have content prepared or you're starting from scratch, getting your expertise into a printed book with Lulu has never been easier and more profitable. Lulu's e-commerce plugins allow you to sell directly to your fans from your site while they handle all that printing and shipping stuff. You keep creative control, the customer data, and 100% of your profits. Create a free account with my friends at lulu.com today. A few weeks ago, I saw the musical Hadestown. Now going in, I had absolutely no expectations. I didn't know anything about the plot, the music, the songs, nothing. Well, it was a true experience, unlike most other musical experiences I've had. Now, the last time I felt this way about a musical was seeing In the Heights from Lin-Manuel Miranda. This was his musical before he created Hamilton. I felt a little bit like this seeing Come From Away and then, of course, Hamilton itself. And it's not often that a musical keeps me engrossed from the beginning to the very end, and this one did. Hadestown is a version of the Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice, a love story reimagined by the incredibly talented Aeneas Mitchell. Now get this. Let's talk about patience here for a second. The original version of Hadestown was performed in Vermont in 2006. The concept album came out in 2010. Now Mitchell reworked the musical in 2012 and took 4 years preparing for it as an off-Broadway performance in 2016. The show premiered on Broadway in 2019. That's 12 plus years, folks. Hadestown won Best Musical in 2019, along with 7 other Tony Awards. Now, I've said it a million times. The most important virtue for a content creator, a content entrepreneur, is patience. I think a message like this is extremely important, especially now. Now, first, I'm not saying it isn't possible to become successful with your creative or content project quickly. It's just very rare. As you know, it took almost 5 years for us to get any kind of break-even status at Content Marketing Institute. We're in our 3rd year at the Tilt and Creator Economy Expo, and we should hopefully get to break even this year. These things take time, but especially as I've been spending more time on LinkedIn, I see a lot of the side hustle bros talk about the get-rich-quick, speed mentality, hustle like crazy, and there are, of course, winners with this method. I just don't know how that works, and it honestly doesn't feel right to me. It feels like I'm selling or pushing and not delivering value day in and day out and trying to become the go-to research as a content educator. There's no one right way. If anybody tells you there's one way to do things, I don't believe them. I can't believe it. There are many, many paths to success. But I've had the pleasure of watching and dissecting hundreds of content entrepreneurial business models. And over, I see the focus on an underdeveloped niche, a concentration on one platform, consistent delivery over 1, 2, and 3 plus years to success. Now, some of those side hustle bros might laugh at this as they throw mounds upon mounds of content in every conceivable channel. But sometimes you have an idea and you have a story, and that story takes time to tell. In examples like Hadestown, a dozen years in the making, I am in awe of what Mitchell accomplished. And I implore you, take the deep dive into Hadestown if you can. I do not feel you'll be disappointed. And remember, patience, these things take time. Focus on the strategy, focus on the pain points of your audience, and make change happen. Good luck.